Hi you guys, welcome to my channel Universal Power Tarot. My name is Marta. These messages I bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys and myself of course as well. Gemini, this is your reading. Timeless, apparently. I'm very excited about this. So I already pre-shuffled all of your cards. This is a general reading, you guys. First card out. So it may or may not resonate with you, okay? Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else, right? It's not gender specific. It's no longer time specific. It never was really. So whenever the title of a message resonates with you, then that means it's your reading at that time and might have message in it for you. You can reverse the placements, Gemini. As I tapped into your energy, I all of a sudden got calm, and it was this really, really nice energy, like really calm, gentle energy, and I really, really liked it. So I'm curious to see what's underneath here. Okay, yeah, awesome. Wow, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, Gemini, new beginning, very stable too. For some of you, a little bit frightening as well, but very stable. Very stable. I immediately also notice someone, for some of you, this is not for all of you, you come from a more or less deteriorated home, and you walk in right into your stability though, because you design your world now the way you want it to be, right? If you would rather live, this is what I'm seeing here, right? If you would rather live under a self-built table than in this deteriorated home back there, then so be it. Look how gorgeous that is, right? This is yours. You're like, this is my hut. This is mine, no matter how small it may be, right? But it's mine. It's mine. I built it. I manifested it. It's here now. And it is here now for you, absolutely. And yeah, you must have been definitely scared in the past off that step of entirely stepping away and out of paradigms, is what I hear here. Stepping out of paradigms and into something that was entirely your own here, Gemini. Entirely your own. Okay? Yeah, and it's already starting to blossom. It's already starting to blossom. For some of you, this is really happening this spring, right? I mean, it depends where you are on the globe, but and for others, it's just like it starts to blossom very, very soon, or just right now. Right now. Lucky. I see cloves. I don't know how you call them, but you know, the four-leaved clovers. So lucky times for you. Lucky times for you. Okay. Oh wow. Six of Cups. This is nostalgia. Yeah, you totally did your own thing. This card is talking about innocence and coming back into that state of innocence where you once was as a child, is what I'm getting here, right? Getting rid of those old paradigms and stepping into the new you that will remind you of yourself in the past, right? When you were carefree, when you were just happy, like going about your business, and in those times, right? And when I say, for some of you, that you came from a deteriorated home, then also there must have been moments where you were okay. Let's say a moment out in nature, right? Or where you were just, or maybe a pet that you had at that time, right? That gave you comfort. That's what I mean here, okay, guys? Yeah, and that's what I see here. The shadows of the past, it's interesting. The shadows of the past are disappearing, dissolving, because your own light is shining so extremely bright. In all colors too. It's not just, it's in all colors. It's like rainbow colors. You shine in rainbow colors. And this is making the shadows of the past disappear. That's gorgeous. So gorgeous. Yeah. Some of you are working on your passion projects. For others, it could also mean that you're working on yourself and towards that goal, towards building that beautiful table here, right? Which is entirely yours because you built it. And that's awesome too, because it's a strengthening process, right? To figure that all out. Maybe you didn't even know how to build a table. So maybe you had to go on YouTube and find out how to do that, right? And had to acquire new skills, is what I feel here for some of you. Yeah. Actually, for a portion of you, actually. You really had to go out and acquire new skills, and you had to maybe get new tools as well, right? And you were like, wow, I didn't even know I was capable of this. You're like, oh, this feels so good, right? To finally be able to apply this to your life. And what they would also like me to acknowledge for them is this is from very small to quite big, right? From not even being able to make the smallest decisions by yourself. Let's say if there was some kind of an obstacle in your way, just really small. Let me find an example. Oh man, wish I could think of something, but what I'm getting here, what they're showing me is like from small, even when before you allowed small obstacles to hold you back with even the smallest things, now you're not allowing that anymore at all. Like obstacles are running from you basically, because it's like, oh, you're strong, Gemini. Excuse me, please. You're very, very strong. You've grown so much. I don't know if I should say for some of you, you really grew balls, like cojones. During this process, you really are showing up like broad-legged and being like, I'm here, Gemini is here now. You know what I mean? And of course, this is females as well, right? So it's like you really showed strength, you really showed power. And Spirit would like to acknowledge that way that you have walked here, Gemini, because it wasn't an easy one, and you still pulled it off. You managed to pull this off, and you will soon, if you're not seeing it right now, you will very, very soon see this blossom. Okay, Six of Swords, absolutely. That's not surprising because you're totally walking away. It's almost like you planted each and every single one of these stones here that you're then walking on beforehand already. This is manifestation. How beautiful. Yes, Gemini, this is manifestation. It's like you were planting these stones beforehand. There were no stones before. Like you were standing in the water literally, and you were manifesting these stones, and they're here now in place for you. They will carry you, they will support you. It's almost like the Fool card, where you were taking that leap of faith and you're like, no, I'm going to take one more step, no matter how tricky or difficult it seems, because I am supported. And Gemini, you are indeed supported. Okay, you manifested it. They're here now, they're in place for you now. You just need to do the walking now. So the biggest stuff is behind you already. The biggest stuff, Gemini, is behind you already. Now comes the more easy. You just have to walk. You just have to keep walking. And Spirit will let you know, like when you're should you step to the side a little bit, Spirit will be here and correct that almost for you, right? That's what I see here. Almost for you. They will catch you, put you right back on that stone, right? They will catch you, put you right back on that stone. It's not like it was before where they almost had to let you slip, so you learned how to keep your balance and that sort of a thing. And this happened out of love, and they really want you to understand this. This was out of love. You needed to learn this so you would have the capacities that you do have now. Because if you never allow a child to hurt themselves or to experience things for themselves, they won't grow. You will take away their ability to do it themselves and their ability to grow within that situation. And that's what Spirit did here for you, Gemini. Okay, this was out of love. Okay, and they want you to know this. So the path here for you as you step forward is going to be a lot easier, Gemini. Oh yes, I love it. You've got the High Priestess. Yes, that is so gorgeous. The High Priestess. You're definitely connected, Gemini. You know about the light and the dark, is the shadow and the light. And I'm seeing that, I'm drawn to that unicorn again. You are that unicorn. You are someone truly special. You went through that transformative process. And during that process, your channels, for some of you, your channel started to open. And you are receiving open communication. You're in open communication with Spirit. You're also very connected to nature, Mother Nature. You honor her. This is very specific. You honor her. For some of you, you even might have plants or trees that you nurture with your presence because of your energetic field. Plants will grow much differently, and plants can also send out signals to us. It's like telepathy, that's what I'm getting here. We can definitely telepathically communicate with our plants, definitely. And that's what I see you do here, enhance the plants. You have an understanding for all that. It's like a green thumb that you have, but it's very enhanced, very enhanced. Also someone who's very drawn to animals, to the animal realm, a real friend of the animal realm is what I'm hearing. A real friend of the animal realm. Some of you might even have pets, others don't, or maybe thinking about getting one. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, you really were working on this. You really, for some of you, you might have even gone back to school or really did other tools like read books. You don't have to go to school for that, right? You can read books. You really try to advance your skills because you knew that this was going to be very beneficial to that feeling of carefreeness in the end. You knew if I build my own table, if I make myself skillful in these areas, then I will get back that carefreeness. This is all in the realm of self-empowerment, right? Because it's the strongest and best feeling if you know where you're coming from and then make that transition towards, oh my goodness, have I grown? Oh my goodness, have I become strong during this process? And that's what that is. And you might even write that down. For some of you, you're seriously writing a book on your story, how everything unfolded for you here. For others, it's simply journaling. You're journaling, or you have journaled your journey, your personal journey here. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Something about the clothes, something about the stripy clothes that he wears. No, I don't know what that means exactly. Something about his clothes. So either you have, this is very specific. So either you like to wear stripy clothes. I don't know. What I was also immediately thinking about was like a jaywalk. Oh, of course, that's what that is. Of course, a jaywalk, with the stripes on the street. Because when before traffic was just going back and forth and there was no jaywalk for you, now there's a jaywalk so you can safely cross that street. Oh my goodness, it's all in that realm here, right? We were talking about there are the stones. Now you put them there. You put those stripes there, the jaywalk, right? That's so cool. And now you're just walking over it, and Spirit's like being the people that do this to the cards. They're like, oh, wait a minute, Gemini's passing through, and the other side, of course, as well, right? So Gemini's passing through, so you have safe passage, Gemini, okay? What will be in order for you and what's important for you to know is a balancing of your time and energy, how you apply yourself within that project or within working on yourself and on your craft here. Because what I feel here, and I'm almost like out of breath ever since I started that reading and kind of fast talking, but it might also be the high energy. It's like maybe you do need to consider to take a little break, like take a little time out here, really balance these out, because this is a long-term thing. This is not some sort of a sprint. Interesting. And it's also in the realm of this is totally fine, this is totally okay. To do that nothing is better than the other, right? It's like when before you were feeling that you had to go and you had to achieve. It's like that you had to achieve. You no longer have to achieve. And this is something that people that come from destructive homes, and possibly others as well, really have to learn somewhere along this way as we're building our own homes and our own lives and our own value systems. It's like establish that it's not all about whipping ourselves, right? We have to go, we have to do this, we have to... It's not like that anymore. And this is a learning process here as well for you that you seem to be in right now. You need to learn this, though. Just take a time out, just sit on one of those stones, sit in the middle of the jaywalk. Spirit will make sure that the traffic is going to stop, right? You can just sit there on the street. It's fine. It's fine. It's your reality. It's your reality. You built this, so you decide whether Spirit is going to be up there. I mean, there are going to be up there, but whether the cards are even there or, you know, that sort of a thing. And whether you walk over it or whether you just pause on one of the stones or one of the stripes. Yeah, wow, yeah, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. This is exactly it. Just take your time with it, Gemini. Take your time, please. Spirit is there. Spirit is guiding you. This is you are already enlightened and you already know this. But now it's time to apply it, okay? Now it's time to apply your knowledge, Gemini, here, of how to rest and not to whip yourself, but to also enjoy your life, okay, my darlings? Good. Before I'm going to draw an angel and ancestors oracle card for you here, I just wanted to say, if this reading resonated with you, you can follow me over to Vimeo and Patreon, or Patreon for your extended. Vimeo is for single extendeds, which you can rent or purchase, and Patreon is for if you're watching for more than one sign, then it's definitely something that you want to check out. Also, I do offer private readings at the moment for 20% off. Thank you guys for booking with me. It's fantastic to read for you. It's really my pleasure to do these readings for you. Okay, you guys. So now, everything down in the caption, by the way, okay? So now, this was your card already. That is too funny. Look at this. You have the autumn card. Release the old and rest. This is just so fitting for the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Release the old and rest. There's also subconscious stuff. So a lot of subconscious stuff came up during this process. You know how in autumn the trees start to just shed the leaves? That's what's happening, or that's what happened already. You're like a bare tree waiting for this to blossom, because there's everything inside you is ready to just shoot out, right? To just really blossom. That ties into the very beginning. And there was a lot of subconscious that came up within you that you already dealt with and shed. So now it's time to just, you know how in spring everything all of a sudden is in blossom? That's what's happening to you right now. Yes, Gemini, I love it. Okay, let me read that card to you. Wow, they want to talk today. Oh my God, like, oh my God, okay. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Seasons, autumn. Here we go. Release the old and rest. Release all of the pressure and expectation weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. This is incredible. Autumn is when the trees are preparing for the long cold winter and must let go of all the weight they are carrying in order to continue to grow and prosper. Sometimes you too just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The raven on the autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. In Celtic animal medicine, the raven is the bird of healing and initiation. The healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. Yeah, oh my goodness. You know what is heavy, what is holding you back. Is it a person, a situation, a dream? Like the trees letting go of their leaves and fruit in the autumn, it's time to let it go. When you hold on or you try to control reality, and that never works unless you create your own. When you let go, you make space for the new to enter your life. You are being guided by your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward. And you can do this. When the autumn card arrives in the future position of a spread or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming autumn will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. I feel it's much sooner. I feel it's much sooner for you. You're right on the brink of this happening for most of you is what I feel here, okay? So, Guardian Angel card. Then we'll wrap it up and take it over to Vimeo and Patreon. This is gorgeous stuff, people. Which one? This one? Okay. This one's for the extended. Okay. Ooh, encouragement. Yes, encouragement. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you. Even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love. And love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work, Gemini here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You are such an awesome tribe. I love it. This is so perfect. And thank you for your likes, shares, subscriptions, your beautiful comments. I love to read all of your comments. Thank you so much. And again, if you'd like, you can follow me over to Vimeo and Patreon, link down below. And if not, I'll see you next time. All right, you guys. Bye.